Oh, here we go again, another NFT game. Yep, that's right. NFTs are here to stay, and the sooner we adapt to these changes, the faster we can use them to our advantage while the rest of the population sleeps. Money doesn't sleep, so we hunt for the next opportunity. Hey there, John Henry here, Slingshot Futures Trading Group, SSFTG. Welcome to the video. In this one, I'm going to be taking some time to cover Mines of Dalarnia. I believe that's how you pronounce it. What it is, and how it can be a major mover sooner than later, and how it all works. Of course, along the way, we're also going to jump into the game and take a look at it and see some gameplay as well, just to kind of get our hands on and hands dirty a little bit. Before we jump into the video today, why not take a second and smack the like button? It's just there, and it's lonely, and it needs friends. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, too, to keep the likes happy. And make sure that the notification bell is ding-donged so you know when the next video comes out, too. Before we jump into the video today, why not take a second and smack the like button? It's just there, and it's lonely, and it needs friends, so make sure to hit the subscribe button, too. That way you can keep the likes happy. And then make sure while you're there as well to hit the notification bell and make sure that is all ding-donged for you so you know when the next video comes out and you don't miss any of those. So Mines of Dalarnia, what is it? Right? Well, it's a very simple mining game. Literally, literal mining and crypto mining. It's very early in its development and still, even with being early in its development, has reported over 100,000 users interacting with its testnet and over 4 million confirmed transactions to boot. So let's jump into the game here, and the way that it works is you start out with a little miner, and you drop into the mine and you begin collecting resources. And you're on a time limit, so it has to be done before you fail the time limit and you lose the mission. You can customize and upgrade your character. Like you can see if I go over into my inventory, this is my little miner dude, and you can see all the different upgrades that are available. Now, you can customize and upgrade your character and the gear with the resources that you collect. So if I go over to my oxygen as an example, you'll notice there's a red up arrow. That means that it can be upgraded. And if I look over here, my current upgrade tells me that I can breathe better and improve my oxygen use. Now I won't suffocate as quickly, used during Terra and Toxic class explorations. Now, Terra and Toxic, those are different world and mine types. We'll get into that in a second. But you can customize them, and if this is an example. It needs 51 scrap and 34 copper. I can craft that, and now I've gone through and I've upgraded my oxygen. So now I can last a little bit longer while I'm in the mine. So you can customize and collect and all of that stuff with all of the resources that you collect on your mining runs, and that allows you to mine faster, stay alive longer, throw grenades, even get things like mining drills, like over here. So there's a lot of really, really cool use cases for the items that you mine, and the items that you collect can be used to upgrade your equipment and compete for rewards as well. Now, if you're lucky enough to buy a mine NFT, so if we go over, let me go back real quick, and we'll go into the market on the right side, and we'll go over to buy. Now, you'll notice there's nothing here, but if you're lucky enough to be able to buy a mine, to actually own the NFT of a mine, you can then rent that mine out to other players for a fee, and they can mine in yours. So if I go over to rent as an example, over here, it'll show me all of them that are available. So right here, I can mine the Acrid Basin. It's going to cost me 3 DAR, 3 Dalarnia token. And in this mine, I'm going to find a ton of silver, a ton of iron, a little bit of sagonite crystal, and some scrap. So this is a really good example. I'm going to rent this one, and I can mine this token. Yes, that's the one that I want to mine. So I've purchased this now, and I can go in, and it brings me in to mine this plot. Now, obviously, this plot will go through relatively quickly, but you got to make sure that your mining is high enough to actually be able to make this work, right? So WASD, all the normal stuff, I'm clicking on my mouse to be able to mine. And all of these things that I'm hitting right now, you'll notice aren't dropping anything. There we go. This right here is an exit. So if I push down, I would exit. I don't want that. I want to find more resources, which are these little gems over here. Let me grab that. So we got some iron. Now you'll notice down here I've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So I need to mine as much as I can within that 4 minutes and 20 seconds and find as many resources as possible. So let's see if we can mine up a little ways. There are double jumps. There we go. Nice bit of resources over here. Get some silver and iron, which is exactly what I need for my next upgrade. Go down here, get some more silver. Perfect. I don't see anything else. Let's go down here, grab this one. Good, good, and good. And go over. Nice. Sagonite crystals. So you can see, remember, during that time limit, I have to make sure that I get back to that point to actually escape before that time limit is done. And the deeper I go, the harder the mine is. Now you'll notice I can hit all of these bricks with one click and it kills the brick, right? It destroys it. But later on, if I go a lot deeper, it's going to take 2 hits, and then 3 hits, and then 4 hits. You get the idea. So the longer that it takes, the deeper you go, well, the more difficult it's going to be to get all of these different things. So the resources and the depth that you're mining for is very important. See, this line right here is very different. The ground is different. So now if I go over here and I mine down, I can still break these with 1, but now I'm mining rarer crystals. I've still got 3 minutes left. Always keep track of your time. Let's keep going down, see if we can find stuff. It's a really good mine. Let's keep going and going and going. This is all the stuff that I need. All right, now my iron is full, and my silver, oh no, my silver's full. Wow. All right, my silver's full. I have, you can see up in the top left how many I have. So I've got 16 of 25, 5 more scrap, and it's full. Got some sagonite ore. Let's see if we can get a couple more, and then we got to head back. We've got 2 minutes. Ooh, let's see if I can make my way up here. There we go. Get over here. All right, there's 2 more sagonite. Good, good. Uh-oh. Got to make sure that I've got enough time to get the heck out of here. All right, there we go. Ooh, 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 can't leave that one behind. How much time we have? Okay, so the jump mechanic can be can be frustrating sometimes. Let's go over here. There's some more. Let's go down. We've got 2 minutes left. Is everything full yet? I need a couple more sangonite. See if I can get a couple more here. Come on, give me some. We need 4 more. All right, let's get on. Let me out. Let me out. I can't make this jump. There we go. All right. Oof. Oof. There we go. All right, let's make it up this way. Where's the exit? We got 1:30. Got to make it back to the exit. There it is. All right, we're back to the exit. I can push the down key, and that will teleport me out of the mine. I've got 1:20 seconds left. This will tell us everything that we got. So we got 65 scrap, 24 iron, 22 of the sangonite, I believe is how it's pronounced, and 20 silver. It tells us how long we were down there, how much value we generated, all the blocks and all that fun stuff. So when we hit continue, now those are in our collection. Now you'll notice I did use some of my Dalarnia token because I rented that plot. So if I go into my plots now, that plot is no longer here because I rented it, and that's now gone. If I wanted to do it again, we could go in further and we could rent a little bit more. And again, if you were the owner of a plot, you can rent them out. It's a really cool ecosystem concept. Now, if we go into this a little bit further, players can stake their DAR for oxygen and level up so that obviously you mine better and you stay alive longer. And that way you can, you know, not suffocate, which is always a big perk. One of the cool things, looking at a few things going further forward though, and kind of taking a look at beyond the gameplay, which we already saw, you can see there's a lot of different level types. Darkness is the one that we were just in. There's also Terra, Lava, Ice, all those, and the different features and things that we were talking about here. If you're a landowner, you can rent those out to players like I just showed you, and the players can mine the resources, and then from there they give the taxes back, etc., etc. Now, with the roadmap, this is where things get really, really exciting, because when we look at Q1 for 2022, right here in the mainnet build release, they have a planetary storyline, which is scheduled on the roadmap, and that gives it a bit more of a curb appeal, right? Right now, excuse me, you just kind of go around and you mine stuff. You get inventory, and then you upgrade your character. As an example, I can go back now and see if there's any upgrades that I can get. Here I can upgrade my heatsink, so it keeps me cooler longer around lava. Or I can upgrade my bombs. There we go. Let's upgrade my bombs. Ooh, and I can get the heatsink. Nice. So I got 2 upgrades off of that one. So again, you can use those utilities, the things that we mine, to upgrade our character, and that makes us just better at mining so we can go deeper, faster, etc. Now, again, Q1, this is where they introduce the storyline, so it becomes more interesting than just mine a big hole, get resources, get out. That can be fun, especially if you're doing it with friends and all of that later on, but it gets old pretty quick, let's be honest here. Now, with quarter 2, they're adding more storyline and development to that so that it makes it even more replayable or continuously playable. And they're also adding social features with in-game chat, which is really cool because now, like I said, while you're mining with your friends or going around trying to grab resources for your friend's upgrade or whatever, you can actually chat with each other, which is kind of useful. And then, of course, in quarter 3, this is a huge one. This one's nutso. They're talking about the mobile release. And we know what that means, right? DAR to the moon. Now, if we take a step back and look at the overall coin as a whole, right? Mines of Dalarnia has a ranking of 271 at the moment. And again, it's very much a token. It's an in-house utility that they're using. Currently, it's trading at $2.04. It's down about 10% this morning. And as far as the metaverse and gaming overall is concerned, obviously, this has a huge potential continuation of the upside. The metaverse is exploding right now, and this is something to pay attention to. One cool thing is that this is on the Chromia ecosystem, so it's not your normal on like OpenSea NFT, Ethereum-backed kind of thing. It's on a different network, so it's kind of deriving value somewhere else, which is kind of cool. Plus, the one really big thing that I love about this is it hasn't gone nuts yet. A lot of these other metaverse coins, they've gone like 100x to the upside. They've gone absolutely crazy. This one hasn't seen that explosive growth yet, and that's because it's still relatively early to the party. Like I said, there's only about 100,000 users, which is fantastic, right? That's an incredible number for such an early launch game. But at the same time, that's still a long way to go. We're seeing other platforms like Upland adding millions to their basis every month. So you can see how much potential this has to go, considering how early to the party this is. Definitely one that I am paying attention to, and definitely a little bit more of a speculative play, but they've got a lot of backing, right? You've got Binance behind them. You've got, I mean, there's just a lot of potential here, and something that I very, very much am looking into, and something that I wanted to bring to the table for you all as well. So that's taking a look at Mines of Dalarnia. There aren't any referral links or anything like that at the moment, so you can just go to testnet.minesofdalarnia.com. You can make your account and get rocking and rolling there. If, when you're watching this, if it's a little bit later on, if there is actually a referral link, I'll update the description below so you get any perks or anything that way. But at the moment, there's not really any changes. So that's kind of where we're at for now as far as Mines of Dalarnia. It's a really cool game. It's a lot of fun, especially if you have kids. My son absolutely loves this game. Obviously, mining, Minecraft, is upgrades. It's right up a 7-8-year-old's alley, right? Perfect. So just something to consider, something to add to your repertoire of the metaverse that maybe hasn't gone explosive yet, but still has the potential to. Something to keep in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comments. I hope you find the game pretty fun and entertaining, or at least maybe your kids will. And while your kids are playing, they can also maybe earn some side income, pay their own rent, right? Hey, they gotta learn too. That's gonna do it for this one. Like we always say, if you have any questions, drop them below. We'll get them covered for you one way or another. Enjoy, rest up, and we'll see you in the next. Thanks. Bye.